Twitter, Satan's little child, one that will one day overrule him as if it hasn't already. There'll be two scenarios that I will be complaining about today, deriving from Twitter. The first is Gooseworks. As some of you may know, if you're fans of TADC, The Amazing Digital Circus, Episode 9, the last episode of the entirety of the show of Season 1, aka the last season, was leaked. The Brazilian version, specifically, was leaked. And when questioned about further actions by Goosework, they gave their response of, who cares? Which kind of pissed off Twitter, as if Twitter isn't always pissed off. Basically, then they responded to the hate they were getting for that response of not giving a shit. And basically, their response was, well, there's nothing we can do about it. I just wanted to make a silly cartoon. It got way too big, way too fast, and I'm burnt out from making this cartoon. So, who cares? That's basically their response. There's nothing they can do. They're burnt out, and they just wanted to make a cartoon. They didn't expect it to be this big. So naturally, hearing that it was never the creator of said show or fandom or what, it was never their intention for it to get big. They're burnt out, and there's nothing they can really do. What do you expect them to do? Do you A, expect them to be mad at Gooseworks, B, be mad at the leaker, or C, go on with their lives? If you chose B or C, you are a dumbass. You clearly have not been on the internet enough. They choose A. And this just dumbfounded me when I heard it for the first time and saw it on Twitter. They were calling Gooseworks racist. For what reason? Like what is, and their evidence for calling her racist is simply they like edgy jokes. Like, come on, don't we all? That's just stupid. Alright? And this points to the fact that Twitter, at the slightest inconvenience or when things aren't going the exact way that they want it to go, they're going to crash out as if their platform isn't constantly crashing out. And second situation I wanted to talk about was the creator of Gacha Kucha. She got bullied off the platform. She took the Gege Akutami uh approach. See, creator Gege Akutami of Jujutsu Kaisen just decided not to interact with the fan base, knowing damn well that's gonna make him hate the series. Kind of like the mangaka, like My Hero Academia. So, or Fujimoto, which is just Chainsaw Man. So, yeah, interacting. So, listen, if you're going to make a manga, do not interact with the fan base, because she usually kind of keeps it under control, right? But the backlash from quite literally nothing, and overall negativity that she was getting from Twitter, yeah, kind of just she was like, man, you know what, I don't have to deal with this. So fuck y'all, I'm not dealing with y'all anymore. And she is gone from Twitter. She is no longer in Twitter. You can no longer find her on Twitter. And I feel like that's for the best. Mine, like, I just don't understand why Twitter has to be such a negative place. And like, I know every fandom has like a bad side to it, but Gacha Kucha and My Hero Academia, majority of the fandom is so ass that even when you find out, oh my god, the fandom's actually kind of goated when you ignore or just don't interact with all the bad stuff, you still know about the bad stuff. Like that's like okay, let's say uh above the pool it's normal, but below it there's sharks. That's like putting the child. That's like digging on the ground and putting the child where the sharks are before she actually gets to the normal side of the pool. That's the analogy I'm using. It doesn't make sense. I poorly explained it. A characteristic of mine, but that's basically how it is. Throw them in the bad end first, they can find the good end later. That's how these fandoms operate. Mind you, Before this, I was pretty sure there were people who were using AI to make their own OCs of Gacha Kucha, which the creator did not take lightly, and by that I mean they scolded them as long as everyone else. Because realistically, you don't understand how hard it is to actually draw manga panels and make them look good and also maintain that art style throughout. The hard part is acquiring the art style, and then the harder part is actually being able to draw the characters to look good and make sense and not look like a 2 year old's drawing of an anime character like Sasuke Uchiha. And then just that, and then have someone take your art, put it into AI, and then make a brand new character with said AI. Yeah, no, that would piss me off, actually. That would really, really piss me off. Especially because it's like, bro, you could have had the, like, at least have the audacity to say, I'm not skilled enough to actually make something as good as that, so I used AI instead of using propaganda and trying to be like, oh yeah, I can draw just as good as the mangaka or the creator of this author, and maybe even better, as if you actually created the damn thing yourself and didn't use AI to, make it. And speaking of which, Jada animations, right? They're not straight. They're, I think it's asexual, something like that. I've completely forgotten now. I rewatched that video, but basically they don't like people in a romantic way at all. It doesn't matter what gender you are, what you are. She does not give a flying fuck. She does not feel any romantic attraction to anything or anyone. And then people try to say she's a groomer and a pedophile. Do you know how that makes zero sense? You're not attracted to any gender at all, and people try to say you're attracted to little kids. It doesn't even make sense. I just wanted to go on a rant about how Twitter is basically the spawn of hell, and creators and people should be very careful on it because it will rage bait you so hard that your health will decline. Stay safe. Probably don't use Twitter anymore, and please make a petition to call it Twitter again and not X, because we all know damn well that name is ass.